Hello and good morning. I cannot believe we are doing a life unfiltered vlog. It had been 5 months since we had done the last one, which is probably the longest stretch of time I've gone without doing one. YouTube has been kind of on and off for me over the last year or so. As you guys can kind of see, my channel is all over the place, and that's because my life has been all over the place. I know some of you guys did not love all the wedding stuff, so I'm sorry to bombard your feed. You know, honestly, I get it. Wedding planning kind of consumes all of your free time, and so understandably, it consumes a lot of creators' content because that is what you're spending the majority of time doing. So I started my YouTube channel, I think back in 2019. That's when I started to post more vlogs, and initially there was no short form content, there was only long form. So I felt like we had a very special, intimate relationship between me and the viewer. You know when you reach a goal and then you just move the goalposts and then it's the next thing and the next thing? Numbers games and social media can kind of be like that, where, you know, initially your baseline is like, oh, like I have 1,000 views, that's really exciting. Think about 1,000 people watching your video, that's a lot of people. And then, you know, 10,000, 100,000, and your baseline kind of changes as time goes on. And obviously, let's address the elephant in the room. My views have not been as good as they used to be. For a long time, I felt a little unhappy about that, but I low-key think it's really cool to have lower views because it means that the people who are choosing to watch the video are even more special, right? Because it's like such a small number of people, and it feels more like an intimate hangout to me. As you watch your favorite creators grow, I think initially it feels so special, and then that community continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger, especially ones that are online. You're receiving a non-traditional amount of information and feedback, both good and bad, right? Like think about if you were at work, you wouldn't get like 100 people telling you, oh my God, you're doing such a good job, and 50 people telling you that you're ugly or stuck up, you're full of yourself, like whatever it is, like that feedback loop is not a normal one. In a room full of so much noise, even when 99% of the comments are positive, if you get even one negative, then that for some reason can really, really stick out. Then inevitably, I think it is more difficult to be vulnerable, and you start to share less, then that makes you feel more distant. I think it's something that I am still working on. I think the Taylor Swift interview from New Heights, I'm gonna play the little clip for you guys. I reposted it on my little Instagram.
Think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's like a luxury item. Not everyone has invested in you in order to be able to have the capital for you to care about this.
Not everyone has invested in you in order to have the capital for you to care about what they think. And I think that's really important. I was similarly reading a Brene Brown book called, I don't even know what the name of the book is called, Daring Greatly? Daring Greatly. In the book, one of the things that she talks about is that she has a little slip of paper that she keeps in her wallet, and on that piece of paper are a list of the names of all of the people whose opinions she cares about. That person's name is not on that list, then whatever feedback you're receiving, whether it's good or bad, you should probably take with a grain of salt. Anyways, that's enough philosophical stuff for now. I'm kind of hungry, let's make lunch. Thing we're gonna make are these little Brazilian cheese bites from Trader Joe's. These are super good. Kevin and I had 6 of them between the two of us last night. I don't think our Breville has looked this clean in a very long time. And then the next thing that I have in this container is actually, oh my God, not that. Leftover stir-fry veggies from yesterday. Okay. You guys probably can't tell, but the house is a lot cleaner than it usually is because yesterday we had cleaners and they did a deep clean. Like she cleaned things that I didn't even know needed to be cleaned. Yummy. Super random, but spinach and mushrooms is possibly one of my favorite combos to eat. Kevin and I are both not the best at cleaning / picking up after ourselves, especially when the week is busy and work is busy. One of the things that I have been outsourcing this year is cleaning. Obviously, we still need to clean, but we have cleaners come every month or so. Finding a good cleaner can be really challenging. We had a different cleaner come in for a couple of times. Like they would tell me that they would come at 1 p.m. and it would be 3 p.m. and and they still weren't here. For me, I like to be respectful of people's time, and I like when they are respectful of mine. And so, I mean, it'd be different if they like texted me like, hey, we're running late, but a lot of the times I would just hear nothing and then they would just show up. So yesterday, a new cleaner came and she was so good. I feel like she definitely went above and beyond. While we wait, let me show you what came in the mail. I ordered this on TikTok shop. Look how cute this is. For those who don't know, these are the characters from Demon Slayer. I have not watched a movie in the theaters in a very long time. It's not something I particularly enjoy, but I really wanted to see this. It has all the Hashira and of course, Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, Kanao, Inosuke. Those are the only non-Hashira, and then you have the Hashira, which are the strongest of the strongest. I dare you to guess which one my favorite character is. Well, I have two. One of them is a guy and one of them is a girl. But also, if you're a Demon Slayer fan, please leave me a comment and tell me anything. Like, did you enjoy the movie? Who's your favorite character? Demon Slayer is like the one thing giving me life right now. So 2 days ago, I printed this from our printer. I just printed one sheet. I don't know, recently I think I've just been doing a lot of things that I used to enjoy doing as a kid. I used to think that there was no point in hobbies unless you were gonna be good at them. And obviously I'm not good at drawing or coloring or anything. Now my philosophy has changed. I think, the point of life is to enjoy it and have fun, and you don't have to be good at everything. A couple years ago, I got a package from CVS, and one of the things that they sent me was this color pencil kit. You know when you're a kid and you save all these stickers and you never use them? That's how these colored pencils were. And I finally decided to start using them. I don't know, I had a lot of fun. And the next day, Kevin saw that I was doing this and he ordered on Amazon Prime Prismacolor colored pencils. If you know anything about colored pencils, you know that Prismacolor are like the fancy colored pencils. And I guess he was listening to all the times that I said that I really wanted Prismacolor. And then in addition to that, he also got me the Demon Slayer official coloring book. Oh, I didn't realize it's like actually like the manga, like there's actually words and stuff. How did he go from being our least favorite character to our most favorite character? Fun fact, I read that Zenitsu was actually modeled off of a cat. That's why he's so anxious most of the time. Okay, ready to see something really cute. Hi, Lily. Do you have anything to say? Yeah? Have you been a naughty girl? She's seeing the reflection of the sun. Hi, baby. Hi. Honestly, Lily is a really good cat. She is very self-sufficient, but it's very rare that Kevin and I take a trip together for a very long period of time. And recently we went to Vietnam and Taiwan, and that was a week-long trip. When we got back from the week-long trip, she had a really hard time using her litter box appropriately, and she was having accidents. I guess they're not accidents because she's intentionally going to the restroom in other places. And it's taken me like a month to kind of get her back in her routine. That was the end of August, and now this is the beginning of October. Basically, she has a litter box that is completely enclosed except for when you go in, and it's not clear so she can't see. My theory is that maybe she's claustrophobic, and while we were gone, something scary happened in the litter box, or maybe she just prefer something different. It's kind of unfortunate because that's an auto litter box, and now I'm like, do I need to get a different auto litter? I haven't figured out a solution yet. I basically have been leaving the lid open for her and then slowly closing it by 1 inch every couple of days. And 2 days ago, we finally got to being like 2 inches away from being closed. So yeah, if anyone has any tips, let me know. I feel like once a cat decides what they want and what they don't want, there's very little you can do. Here's the cheese balls. It's just this like cheese bread. It's not very pulley, but it's very good. Let us eat lunch. Cheers. Yum. Hopefully this is hot enough. It's not hot enough. All right, this better be hot enough. I love mushrooms. The veggies are a mix of spinach and kale, and I do not like eating kale when it is not cooked, but when it's cooked, it seems to be okay. I don't really taste it. Okay, I want you to go to your iPhone, and when you have the search bar, search screen time, and let's see what your screen time is. Comment it down below what your screen time is, because we need to hold each other accountable. My daily average is 7 hours and 27 minutes, which is horrendous. Basically, it feels like every waking moment I'm not doing something important, I'm scrolling my phone. Even when I'm eating my meal, I'm scrolling my phone. I just feel like it takes a lot of the enjoyment out of life when you are not present, when you're just scrolling. Like, why are you watching someone else live their life instead of enjoying your life? Right? I think it's different. Like, sometimes I like to put a YouTube video on in the background or something, but just like brain rotting on TikTok, I feel like cannot possibly be good for me. And so that's something I've been working on being better. You can put limits on your screen time for your phone. I put limits to 2 hours for social media a day, which is still a lot, but I think the first step is building awareness. That's what I'm working on. Hi, you guys having a good time? Yeah. Kevin never believes me when I say that Lily speaks to me. She speaks to me, girl. Yeah. And another thing I have been doing recently, I have been taking these amino collagen supplements. This is a Japanese brand called Meiji. This one smells like baby formula in a good way, like that milky smell. It can be helpful for hair, skin, nails, etc. So I take 3 scoops, and you can add it to yogurt, hot water, cold water. I like to just do cold water. I'll definitely say that it smells better than it tastes. The messiest eater ever. I literally just cleaned this mat yesterday, and every day she eats with her mouth open, so a lot of it like falls out. And then we have Lucky always waiting right here in case she drops any. And sometimes she'll drop some just for him to get some. I'm gonna light a candle for the vibes today. We have cherry blossom and yuzu. I think I'm gonna do cherry blossom today. Actually, let me smell. That smells good. My friend Tina got these for me for my birthday last year. Ooh, actually, these are so cute. This is from a brand called Mochi Glow, but they have a bunch of Asian flavors. They also had a boba one, I believe. Oh, dang, that smells good. It really is about the little things in life, I think. Lily. She thinks the whole stairwell is her scratching post. I don't think I've actually ever shown you this section of the house before. So this one, for example, is mostly makeup. I'm usually really good about just keeping the ones that I really need and then donating the rest, but some things I do like to keep for review purposes or seasonally. This one I call my fancy drawer. I have some of my absolute favorites. These are the Tatcha Dewy Cream, Water Cream. These are the Totally Vinyl Perfect. If you have dark spots, there is no better product. This is the best one. And then in here I have the SK2 Essence, of course. La Roche-Posay. This one is the SkinCeuticals. Inside this one we have K-Beauty Galore. This is my favorite sunscreen. Down here we have Body Care. And this this one is kind of stuffed to the brim, but we have hair care. I love Kerastase, probably my favorite hair care brand. And Oh Pureology is my other favorite. I love traveling with these little shampoos. If you're curious what I do with all the excess stuff that I receive, they basically go to a handful of places. Number one, they go to the hospital. So Kevin will take them to the hospital. Sometimes he leaves it for the residents. Sometimes he brings it up to the floors for the nurses. Number two, children's hospitals. So I will usually collect all of the toys and like cute things that kids would enjoy, and we drop that off there. Number three is to friends and families. Oh, hi Lily! Pretty much every month I'll just go through and pick people to send packages to. These are usually loyal followers, and I don't like announce them anywhere. It's just anybody who has been kind enough to engage, comment, like on my content. My gripe with giveaways is that I think they're super fun, but I am a firm believer that if you put in more work, then you should also get more results. And that's why I like to do giveaways that are also not random, and I'm actually handpicking people who I feel like really deserve it. But of course, I also like hosting fun, random giveaways. I feel like it's a good balance to have both. And then finally, if none of the above, then we do take it to a women's shelter or to Goodwill. I asked you guys on Instagram stories what you wanted to see in the vlogs. So many of you said that you wanted behind the scenes influencer information. I shared the spreadsheet with you guys on how I filmed over 50 TikToks at my wedding while still being very present and having a great time, and you guys seem to really enjoy that. This week, I thought I would tell you how, if you look at my feed and you look at my stories, I am currently in Taiwan, but that is a lie. Well, not a lie, because it really did happen, but it is not happening right now. Back in the day, I used to post in real time because it gave me a lot of anxiety to kind of be backlogged. But when you post in real time, I feel like you have less time to kind of process, first of all, what's going on. Second, enjoy the moment while you're living in it. So this time we went to Taiwan. I had two really cool opportunities that were happening at the same time. And this other thing that I really wanted to do was something that has been on my bucket list. I really wanted to go this year and I really wanted to go last year. And this year I finally got the opportunity to go. There's one detail that made it a little bit difficult logistically because it was in the US and I was going to a wedding that was in Vietnam right before. If I took the US opportunity, then I might have missed out on the Taiwan opportunity and vice versa. TLDR, I decided to enjoy my time in Vietnam and actually get to explore, and I chose the Taiwan opportunity instead, which was also on my lifelong vision board, bucket list, whatever you want to call it. We got to work with the tourism board. It's a campaign for Visit Taipei. They originally told us that we didn't have to shoot anything specifically in Taiwan. We could just use content from the past, but this was a campaign that was so important to me that I really wanted to do a good job and I wanted to shoot things that felt really aligned with the campaign. Usually when you work on a campaign, you submit it to an agency. The agency then submits it to the brand, and then the brand probably has to get approval from their boss, and then it trickles back down to you. So approvals can take anywhere from a couple of days all the way till months, maybe even. And this campaign, because it's working with the government, is obviously going to take a little bit longer than usual. And so I had basically saved all of the stories, videos, posts, all of that stuff until this campaign went live so that they could all go live in bulk, which honestly worked in my favor because I still had wedding content that was going up, other things that were going on. I think I like it when things are really cohesive, so the story is being told from the perspective at all the different times. But sometimes people will be like, how does Kevin get so much time off to travel? And he doesn't. He gets the same 4 weeks that most residents in the United States get. And if you're thinking to yourself 4 weeks is a lot of vacation, it's a healthy amount of vacation, but also keep in mind that residents, surgical residents, are working 80 hours a week. So when you're working 80 hours a week, and often during the weekends as well, rounding, on call, those 4 weeks become very important. One thing I do want to be better at is being more aesthetic on the feed. I just feel like it's something that I am not good at. I don't think I have the eye for it. Like each individual photo, I can make sure it looks good, but when they're all together, I just feel like it's not cohesive. Is there an aesthetics class? Because if there is, I need to take it. Oh my gosh, someone knocked on the door and I was like, what is it? It's a package from Casetify, which I am not expecting. So I'm curious what's in here. What is this? Oh my God, Murakami? Are you kidding me? Wait, I really hope it's for the new iPhone because I'm not gonna be able to use it if it's for the old phone. Ooh, okay, we have a Murakami little phone strap. And then in addition to that, we have, wait, I don't think these are the right size. Wait, maybe they are. I can't tell. How do I know what size they are? They look kind of big, but maybe I'm tripping. Let me get the phone. Speaking of Murakami, this purse is coincidentally literally right here, so I thought I would show you. This is the Louis Vuitton Murakami collection. There are very few things where I look at it and I'm like, oh, I really want it, but the Murakami collection was something that I wanted so bad. I actually wanted the Cherry Blossom collection, but by the time I saw it, it was completely sold out. And I actually was able to just get this in a boutique store even after the collection was sold out online. It actually comes with a strap that I haven't used. When I did my body analysis, they said that I should stick to small little purses. I love a small little purse. If it's just enough, like I don't want a non-functional purse, but I really like that it has a red interior. And then there is a zip as well as little card slots for holding your cards. I haven't actually put anything in there. Inside I have a couple of essentials. This is the Sachu Lip Elixir. This is in shade Bunny Tongue and it's very pretty. I like to keep it on hand. Fun fact, we actually are under the same management company, which is really cool. Next thing I have is my Moft. I travel everywhere with this. So this is a phone tripod that is mag safe. It goes on the back of your phone and you can actually use it as a tripod like that. And you can also stand it up. You can also do it horizontally, which is great. And finally, we have my little Dior wallet. I believe this was the first luxury item I ever purchased. It has the matte black little charms. But yeah, that's everything in this little purse for now. This is how Lily lets me know she's hungry. Why are you sleeping on your bowl, Lily? My goodness. Aloe jacket, Lululemon shirt, Lululemon shorts. These are my favorite. They are high-waisted. Pitya socks and Brooks Bunny. Lucky, go. Let's go. I have Lucky in the car. He's looking out the window. This park is really cool because they have a beach portion where the dogs can actually go by the water and bathe and swim and catch sticks and stuff. Lucky is mortified of water, so he has no interest whatsoever. He's getting older. He's 11 years old, so we're just trying to savor all these little life experiences. Do you ever feel like life is really deep but also not deep all at the same time? Sometimes when I think about the philosophical meaning of life and what I'm doing here, on one hand I'm like, wow, there's like so much meaning to life, blah blah blah, and on the other hand I'm like, it's like not that serious, you know, just do what you want to do, go where you want to go, make choices that make you happy, and that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to make choices that I feel like I won't regret. You ready? It's a sunny Seattle day. Ready for adventure, bud? You can see the water out here. It's very pretty. Always try to pick up litter when I can so that save the environment. Find the closest trash can, which is very close. I was part of the Go Green Club in middle school, and my 7th grade teacher was really big on teaching us about climate change, going green in general, and so it's something that I've always treasured really deeply. And as I've gotten older, I think my habits have definitely gotten worse. I'm still really conscious about like trash and plastic and all that stuff. I have a big bottle of Purell that we keep in the car. These are my Q sunglasses. These are prescription. If you've ever noticed weird yellow dots around your eyes, that's actually sun damage. Before I leave, I did want to do something fun with you guys. In my purse, I brought a couple things. A little guide to Taylor Swift. Unofficial and unauthorized, but I'm pretty sure I bought this from Barnes & Nobles. Barnes & Nobles? Crate and Barrel? Barnes & Nobles. Barnes & Nobles. There's a bunch of little Taylor Swift quotes in this book, and sometimes I just flip to a random page and that is my motto for the day. So today, I'm gonna flip to a page. Okay, this one. There's two, so we get to choose our favorite one. We think we know someone, but the truth is we only know the version of them that they have chosen to show us. And the other one is, I've learned that just because someone is cute and wants to date you, that's not a reason to sacrifice your independence. Okay, let's try again. I feel like we could try again. We have, if someone doesn't seem to want to get to know me as a person, but instead seems to have kind of brought me into the whole idea. Oh my god, not that one. We're just gonna keep going until we find one we like. The drama and the trauma of the relationship you have when you're 16 can mirror the one you have when you're 26. Life repeats itself. I do agree with that. I think a lot of life's lessons repeat itself in different forms, different ways, and we kind of have to relearn and continue to hold ourselves accountable to the things that we don't want to subject ourselves to, whether it's, you know, bad friendships, bad relationships, bad habits. I love Taylor Swift. I'm really excited for her new album, which comes out in a couple of days. It's gonna be out before we go on our honeymoon, which means I am gonna be blasting that album for the whole plane ride there. All right, let's go home. Ready to go home, Lucky? 11 years. Been together for a decade. Isn't that crazy? You've seen me through my best and my worst, through thick and thin, literally. That background is messy. If you're wondering what this is the tripod that I normally vlog on. This one is from Peak Designs and it's really great. It could be a little lighter. They have a carbon fiber version that is hundreds of dollars more expensive, but it is lighter, but maybe one day. For now, this one works great. In the summer, I prefer to just run, but now it's getting a little bit too chilly to be doing that, so we're gonna just do a little at-home workout. Let's do abs and butt today. Why is doing a workout in front of a camera the most embarrassing thing ever? Just don't well, let's like put this on a time lapse so it's not so embarrassing, you know? Honestly, I told myself I was gonna work out and get in shape for before the wedding, and I didn't really change that much other than eating slightly better. And I am turning 29 in December. It would be really nice. Actually, it's a goal that I want to get in the best shape that I've been in my 20s, which would be the best shape of my life. I feel a lot better once I work out. During the workout, it doesn't feel great, but after the workout, it feels great. So I think I do need to just build better habits. Honestly, like, embarrassment is such an underexplored emotion, because what is so embarrassing? Like, is it embarrassing because we're worried about what other people are thinking of us? Is it embarrassing because we're not good at it? If we're not good at it, then shouldn't we be doing it more so that we get better? Recently, we've been doing a lot of things that we're not good at. Kevin and I have been going to play tennis, and we went to go play tennis once, and that one singular time I literally could not hit the ball back, which was so beyond embarrassing because I don't even think my hand-eye coordination was that bad. And because I was so bad, I never wanted to try again. This year, I tried again. First, like 20 minutes, it was still rough. And guess what? After 20 minutes, I figured it out, and we've been playing, and it's been a lot of fun. Again, there's more to a hobby than just being good at it. I think it's okay to just do it purely for fun, and it's good to be embarrassed sometimes because it humbles you. I am definitely feeling very hungry, so let's make a little post-workout. This is my favorite smoothie ever. It is an avocado smoothie. If you're an OG viewer, then you've probably seen me make this a handful of times. A banana. I have half an avocado from yesterday in the fridge. That looks really ugly because it was in the fridge, but it's fine. I will usually scrape off that top layer so that it doesn't brown my whole smoothie. Ooh, okay, that wasn't very successful. Two things that I always have in my house are avocado, bananas, actually lactate milk, 3. Ooh, that's a pretty avocado. Wow, I'm excited for her. And then 4 ice cubes. And I like mine a little bit of a thicker consistency. And we're gonna blend this. I find that if I leave the one with the seed in, it browns a little less. If anyone has a life hack for this not to brown, please let me know. Skippy's peanut butter. Oh, smells so good. People who don't know are gonna think I'm weird, but I love peanut butter, and peanut butter with this avocado smoothie combo. Heaven, you must try it. Don't judge me, try it before you judge me. Cheers. Sometimes I have 2 of these smoothies a day. The only hard part is making sure that my avocados and bananas are in sync. Inhaled my smoothie, and now it is time to make dinner because Kevin is coming home a lot earlier than I expected. Yesterday he finished the hardest rotation that they have. He's been on that rotation for 6 months straight. Thank God my Fable cup survived. We have been eating healthier and just like cooking really simple things that also taste good. And one of our favorites is salmon. I'm gonna show you how I make my salmon because it's so easy that if I can do it, you can do it too. So we have the Trader Joe's salmon. I feel like this fish smells extra fishy, which is mildly concerning, but let's cook it and see. I usually get the one without skin, but they didn't have any in stock this time, so you're gonna deal with this. Pat this guy dry. It doesn't have to be super dry, just like relatively dry. There are really only 3 things that I add. Pepper, salt, we have Himalayan salt, and then soy sauce. Low sodium soy sauce from Kikkoman. Now sodium, it's really important to control the amount of sodium you have in your diet, and so not too much salt. Obviously the more salt you have, the more tasty it'll be, but all right, more pepper on the other side. And then we will add the soy sauce. Get it to soak into the salmon. I personally don't feel like you have to marinate it super crazy. Just dip it and then I put it in the air fryer. For my air fryer settings, I have the Breville. I don't use the oven. For me, what it works out to is 390 at 14 minutes or so. You're supposed to do 10 to 12, but it's always under 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what the internal temp is supposed to be for salmon. And I am not trying to get a tummy ache. Now, my favorite way to eat tofu is actually just raw. Don't need to cook it or anything. This is the soft tofu from House Foods. Ooh. usually cut a hole to dump out the water. I just go through and cut it into little checkers. Ideally, you would use a bigger knife than I'm using now. You need a bowl with raised edges so that it's not like seeping out to the side. Where are those bowls? I'm so confused. The only bowls I need are the only bowls that are unwashed. So I guess let's just do a dish. You just take this tofu, dump it. Wow, I did a really bad job cutting. You can put whatever topping you like. I personally like soy sauce. And then on top of the soy sauce, we will put some pork floss, I think is what it's called in English. Ta-da! Next up, we're gonna do what I call 5-minute cleanup time, where at the end of every day, we clean up the mess that we created. I don't know what to do with this. I think it needs to be donated. She doesn't fit the vibe of the house. Guess who came home? I'll let you take a wild guess.
Who else is coming home?
You scared me when you came home.
I literally was like, hi babe. You did your thing. Mickey likes to do this thing.
Just in case I need to check.
I have a picture of you going.
Anyways, how was your day at work?
It's good, just everybody decided not to show up to clinic today. I don't know why.
Like the patients or the
Yeah,
workers?
the patients.
Okay.
Mickey is very nice and always creates these box of goodies. We will just bring this to work if I can lift it up. So we have some goodies from La Roche-Posay cleansing balm. Oh look, this is the tiny. Maybe I should keep this. Should I keep this? It's like a little.
The anti-shave cream?
Yes, I need this for the. Let's not talk about that.
Oh, I don't like Corona. You didn't show them the good stuff. Okay, we have
I don't know
the
what the good
milk, the grip drops. We have Salt and Stone. We have K-Beauty.
Hello Kitty.
We have Rare Beauty. A lot of good stuff. We have Armani. We have Summer Fridays. Do you even know what half of these are, babe?
No.
Wanna come eat dinner with me?
Mickey made most of the dinner.
We have a pretty, not that exciting dinner today, but we have salmon, we have tofu, we have leftover mushroom, kale, and spinach, and we also have bread that's toasting in the oven. You're nervous? Want to do the
I
surgery?
don't want to disappoint him.
Should we spill some tea in this video so I can put it in the title?
Are you still recording?
Yeah,
There's 1 minute left on your SD card.
go ahead.
There are a lot of jobs out there, but the only person looking out for you are you, yourself, your friends, and family.
That's a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah, job updates coming soon, children, and whether or not we want to have children updates coming soon. Don't forget you're a 10 out of 10, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye.